First up, what a battle. Panic Attack, the champions of the Second Wars, and Firestorm, a previous grand finalist. Jules, there are twinkling stars and there are bright blazing stars to light up the Robot Wars firmament. And we have them here.
So, Panic Attack want revenge. They hate your guts. What did you do to them the last time you fought them?
We trashed them.
Completely pulverised them?
Destroyed them completely.
Yeah? Well, they told me that it was a very close judge's decision and they think it should have gone in their favour.
Nah, no way. It was no contest. We should have won it, and we did.
Let's have a look at that previous clash. It came in the semi-final of Series 3. Panic Attack started the favourite in this battle, but it was Firestorm the aggressor right from the start with the flipping mechanism, Graham Bone at the controls. And whatever the Panic Attack team, driven on by the experienced Kim Davis, tried, they couldn't pull it off, and it was Firestorm who went through to the grand final on that occasion on a judge's decision.
We've done it once, we'll do it again.
From Durham, Firestorm 3.
A wedge-shaped robot with the flipping arm, just the heavier here at 100 kilos, the faster two at 12 miles an hour, electric power to ignite our Firestorm.
Hello, my name is Graham Bone. This is Alice Mordew, and the newest member of the team, Hazel Heslop. This is our robot Firestorm. We're back for another Wars, revamped, ready to go again, ready to do what we can, ready to win.
And for a feistier fight, we've thrown in our house robot pair, Dead Metal, all crushing arms and flashing saw. And the mighty Sir Killalot with a lance. He's in no mood to dance and prance.
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm team there. Graham Bone, Alex Mordew and Hazel Hislop. They're the Panic Attack boys. Strong start by Panic Attack, immediately on the attack, but is that dangerous because they've gone over the top of Firestorm and Firestorm 3 using that pneumatic flipper straight away. And Panic Attack in trouble here. It was almost like a suicidal lunge at Firestorm 3, flicking Panic Attack up and over, rocking and crashing. It's using its forklift weapons to try and right here with Kim Davis at the controls. He's a maintenance manager by trade, but driven onto the arena sidewall by Firestorm 3. You can see Graham Bone at the controls there using that pneumatic flipper to pin Panic Attack onto the side walls. And Panic Attack in real trouble here in this All-Stars clash for a place, don't forget, in the All-Stars quarterfinals. There's Dead Metal and also Killalot. Dead Metal on the slam. I think trying to thrust, to be honest. Panic Attack out of the arena. Also taking a cursory nudge is Firestorm. There, once again getting completely in underneath, actually. Slipping away through, but into the CPZ, which is dangerous, because the house robots can move in there. Refbot having a look. How long has Panic Attack been immobilised? Is Panic Attack immobilised? The forklift is waggling, but it is being counted down and counted out here, Panic Attack. And Firestorm 3 has done it again to the attack, boys. Cease.
Craig, I've known about this for some time, but let's ask the Firestorm team themselves. Now, you've got a pretty good reason to fight, have you noticed?
Yes, Julia, we want vengeance.
Tell us why. It all goes back to something published in the Robot Wars magazine, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Someone wrote in asking if all the Roboteers had a fight, then who would win?
Okay, it all makes sense because it was Dr. Zulu's column that they wrote to, wasn't it? And this was his response, I quote, "I've already witnessed a big fight in the pit area. George from Chaos 2 packs a mean sucker punch. But the Firestorm boys missed it because they were doing their hair." You're not happy with that, are you? So what do you want?
We want vengeance. And when we win, we want their written apology published in the magazine.
Tell you, the Diotoir team have won the Best Sports Awards 3 times on Robot Wars. This is Dr. Zulu, caught on our CCTV camera in the pits, and this is Firestorm. He's about to wreck. He doesn't know. We're filming him. Dr. Zulu, good sport.
Team. Bad news, you have been caught on the surveillance camera sabotaging Firestorm's robots.
So we know
Yes, he's been actually on the camera. He's actually been watching. The War Council have now told me to give you an official warning.
I must be a
No,
mistake.
this is because we're the best team here.
It's absolute rubbish. We've actually got
the video.
video doing it.
You want to see it?
The War Council have now
see the video.
instructed me to tell you that if there's any more of
We do
this,
not want to help
you will
people around
lose your
here.
sportsmanship award.
We're the
This
nicest
is your
team you have
final
here.
warning.
From Durham, Firestorm 3.
The heavier machine here by 7 kilos, quicker by far, wedge shape with a flipping arm and a fiery temper, and they beat Diotoir in Series 3 of Robot Wars.
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm are girlies. Graham Bone and Alex Mordew are not happy. And Diotoir, Zulu, I've taken my pin-ups of you off my wall at home. And the house robots, the busy bruiser and arena cruiser shunt, and with him Sergeant Bash with the lick of flame.
3, 2.
Diotoir moving slowly. Firestorm with the wedge, trying to get underneath. The bulldozer at the front of Diotoir. And that cruel banner needs to be ripped away by Firestorm. Backing on to Diotoir. Lost against them in round 3 of the heat in Series 3. And going about the same way, Diotoir immediately flipped over. One of the eyes gone. The boggle eyes have both come off of Diotoir. In comes the red bot. Is it all over there and then? Firestorm with the flipper of righted Diotoir. They want another bash. Diotoir, well, blinded, of course, by the flames. And it's all Firestorm and Diotoir on fire again. Well, where there is smoke, there must be fire, and there must be Diotoir. Every time they come back to Robot Wars, they catch fire. They are great fun, and it was all fun in the pits earlier, I can tell you, I'm sure it was. But Diotoir, well, they taunted Firestorm, and Firestorm have come back to them and met fire with fire. And Diotoir counted out just before the last fur is flamed. Aye, what's going on there? Diotoir, a charcoal mess. A nude Diotoir, nuded of fur, and Firestorm of well and truly rubbed them in it. Splendid stuff by Graham and Alex and Hazel. They loved it.
Well, very explosive. There's been a lot of controversy going on. It looks like Diotoir got what they deserved. The winner's a Firestorm. Come on, guys. Come on. Do you feel vindicated at all?
Oh, completely. I mean, they've just got beaten by some girly boys.
That's right, they did, didn't they? And they had a go at you in the Robot Wars magazine, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, they were saying that we have our hair done, like, before we come on this programme. Just specially.
Well, look, we've stripped them of a sportsmanship award. They've won several, but we've stripped you of one. You deserve it. You got what you deserve. And look, up in flames, and nice people. Got a nice robot, a better robot than yours, very competitive. Let's just leave it there, shall we? You should be ashamed of yourself.
If we had a tampered with their robot, we would have won. That's the proof.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to run and run. Please, let's hear it for Firestorm!
Firestorm appear to be doing absolutely nothing. Are you that confident, team?
Oh, yeah, it'll be no problem.
Now, the robots appear to be quite similar. You've got a flipper, but they've got a weapon. Do you think that might hold you back?
Not at all. Although they look quite similar, Firestorm is miles ahead.
Miles ahead, you say? Have you got a message for the opposition?
Certainly have. We're Firestorm, and you're going to burn.
From Durham, Firestorm 3.
They beat Panic Attack to reach this Extreme All-Stars quarterfinal with the effective flipping arm, has primary and secondary motors, is just the faster at 12 miles an hour, but will the Storm blow itself out here?
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm team, Graham Bone at the controls, Alex Mordew and Hazel Heslop there as well. Wild Thing, the Adams family. Leader, Nick Adams, daughter Isabel, son Jake. Dead Metal is one of our house robots here. Synergy of weapons, the strength. Alongside, once again, Shunt can push just about anything. Two classic wedge-shaped robots here. Firestorm's fur, by the way, is a lucky talisman supplied by the Diotoir team from Ireland. Very popular in the pits at the moment. It's a fur brain scheme because the fur is being peeled off by Dead Metal. It's on the chase now, but Wild Thing gets in from behind. I wonder if that fur will get tangled up in Wild Thing's circular weaponry. 12 kilos of weight behind that weapon. 2 cutting blades spinning at 6,000 RPM top speed. The side spikes as well. Underneath though, Wild Thing goes Firestorm with the little flipper. But there you see the Wild Thing Streamek, the Streamek arm. So therefore negating Firestorm's flipper. This is a much improved Wild Thing in this series of Extreme, I must say. Making a much better fist of it. Semi-finalists in Series 3 and Series 4. Bags of experience then. Both these teams, actually. Wild Thing, a more aggressive, side-on attack. And that's good defensive work by Firestorm. They're preventing Wild Thing getting in behind, and Wild Thing into the side arena. And that means Dead Metal can come in there. Dead Metal's own great sword. There's Shunt. And Wild Thing is a risk here from Dead Metal on the left, Shunt on the right-hand side. Getting away from the pincers, but only just, as there'd been damage to the weapon. Let's see if the weapon's working. A light flickers on there. Wild Thing's always had lurid paintwork. There's one eye working anyway, twinkling red. But I can't see the saw going round the circular blade. I don't think that's working at the moment. And Firestorm sensed that. I wonder if it's changed things. It has! Wild Thing suddenly on the defensive. This whole battle has been turned on its head. Firestorm with a great chance now. Wild Thing trying to self-right. And the self-righting arm has actually pinned it immobile on the arena floor. And they are going to be counted out, Wild Thing. The big release button has been activated. And Wild Thing, totally in command, have been beaten. Well, that is a major turnabout. I couldn't see that happening, not halfway through that battle. Oh, Wild Thing, you used to make the heart sing, but no more. Into the pit. And Firestorm coming in on the attack. What on earth was that about? They're already through to the semi-finals. They don't need to risk themselves. And I don't think the house robots are going to like that. No, Shunt, look. Trying to axe the CO2 canister. Firestorm crazy. Cease. What on earth are they doing? And they're still involved, look. After the cease, they want to rumble. This was madness, but great fun. Great courage. If a little bit crazy.
What a great fight. What an absolutely brilliant fight. Firestorm go through. I thought you were quite lucky in a way, because Wild Thing was doing really well and it seemed to land really awkwardly, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because the self-righting mechanism was working and then all of a sudden it landed that quite awkwardly. It just couldn't get up.
The one place it couldn't right itself from, yeah.
And then, what do you go and do? You start taking on the house.
Well, we saw an opportunity. We tried to get Dead Metal in the pit, but we went for Shunt instead.
Hey, you're through?
Still through.
You're through? Let's hear it! Give it up! Raise the roof! It's Firestorm!
Firestorm team, that was flipping marvellous. You pleased with yourselves?
Very pleased, yes.
They were so confident as well because they thought they were the only ones with the weapon.
Yeah.
But you beat them.
We certainly did.
Did you take much damage? You're hard at work?
No, we're just changing the batteries. We've got a couple of scratches on the side, but nothing more than that.
Firestorm, still hot. They definitely are, Craig. Firestorm are here, the first of our semi-finalists. Team, have you fought Razer before?
No, we haven't.
How do you feel about the draw?
We're not too good. I think we might get broken.
And what can you do against a robot
the only thing we can do is put them on the side, push them into the corner zone zones, and let the house robots take care of them.
Well, it sounds like a plan. I think they're going to need luck.
Good. And hoping for a place in that final. Go ballistic for Firestorm!
A wedge-shaped robot with the flipping arm, just the heavier here at 100 kilos, the faster too at 12 miles an hour. Electric power to ignite our Firestorm.
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm at the controls. Graham Bone, Alex Mordew, Hazel Heslop, Graham's girlfriend, in there as well. And Razer, Ian Lewis driving. There he is on the left. Simon Scott in the middle, and Vinnie Blood too in that box. And Matilda, look at the tusks, look at the flywheel. Tough. And perhaps tougher still, Shunt. That axe, diamond-edged and gleaming.
3, 2, 1.
We're down to the 4 best robots around. Firestorm and Razer, 2 of them. Razer immediately puncturing Firestorm's flipping weapon. Look at that, crumpling, buckling and bending. Firestorm went on the all-out onslaught attack as we knew they would, and immediately coming to grief. And Razer literally ripping through that flipping arm, clinging on now. And Firestorm, I think their main hope would be to push Razer if they can towards a pit or towards an angle grinder, get away, come back in, try and get in underneath. But what damage has been caused is that flipping arm now out of action. Look, it's bent, metal, almost ripped from the very frame. They're going in again to puncture. Well, this is very one-sided, and surprisingly so. Firestorm, they can still operate that weapon. Alex Mordew, if he can have a chance. The student, the 21-year-old. Razer, oh, triumphantly there. Lifting Firestorm aloft and holding it in the air. The crowd loved it. Great performance this by Razer. Theatrical, showboating really. Now, Firestorm, what can they do? Again, it's that frontal attack, trying to flip, but it's kamikaze in the end. They're now in the CPZ, which means, of course, Matilda can come into play with the tusks and the drive. Oh, turning and getting the flywheel, and also inviting Shunt for some of the action with the axe. Poor old Firestorm there, taking tremendous damage here. They may well survive to go to a judge's decision. I think they are going to now, but look at the damage caused by those Razer boys. They think they've won it. I'd be amazed if they haven't. And Firestorm, look at that, the face of defeat.
Well, the judges have made a decision. It's no surprise, no controversy. The robot that can put 1,000 perforations into every robot's gone through. The winners are Razer! Come on, lads!
And their compatriots Drillzilla join them in the semi-finals. Will it be Neat Machine from the Netherlands, or Whirlpool 70 from Sweden, or Firestorm 3 from England?
And representing the UK is the lovely Firestorm team. What do we make of those Americans?
Well, like typical American tourists, they're a little bit overweight.
What about Sweden?
Well, the Swedes came flat packed, so there's no trouble there.
Come on, UK.
From the United Kingdom, Firestorm 3.
Previously a British Championship Grand Finalist, knocked out in the first round of the previous World Championships, though. It has a flipping arm and classic wedge shape, 2 motors and an aluminium chassis.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena, Sir Kill-A-Lot again with the crushing claws and lance. And fighting for the house robots, Sergeant Bash. If the pincers don't nip you, the flamethrower will char-grill you.
3, 2, 1.
Drillzilla straight to the centre of the arena there and coming crunching in on W70, the Swedish hope. In goes Firestorm. Drillzilla said they wanted a piece of that. W70 is moving ponderously. Drillzilla, a tug of war there with Firestorm, the USA, against Great Britain, the UK, England, hands across the ocean there. Now a little nudge in the back of Neat Machine. The Dutch destroyer moves away. This is W70 in trouble with Killalot. Drillzilla again being slammed against the arena wall by Firestorm, but all attention is in that CPZ. W70 has strayed in and the old pool cleaner has been taken to the cleaners there by Killalot, and Drillzilla comes back in on Firestorm. Meanwhile, Neat Machine is toppled. Can they turn over? It's a Dutch disaster, it seems to me. Can they right themselves? No, they can't. They've been clogged out of it. Drillzilla back in now. A little push on the back of Firestorm in that CPZ, the corner patrol zone, but it's all trouble here for W70. That strange spinning weaponry system, no good whatsoever, and the ref bot is counting out Neat Machine. Oh dear, they didn't last too long, did they? They've gone. W70 is on the floor flipper. They're the Neat Machine Dutch team. You're out of it. W70 counted out as well and flung through the air. Crashes down to earth. So 2 left in competition as we see the confirmation of the exit of W70, the Swedish hope. They've gone. The 2 left, Drillzilla and Firestorm. It's a battle between the 2, and Drillzilla coming in and pushing Firestorm. Great weaponry there. The sharpened flutes on the drill, the 2 steel jaws to either side. That's the English team. Firestorm, Alex Mordew, Graham Bone and Hazel Heslop in there. Can they get the flipper to work? Underneath, Drillzilla. That's the end, of course, of Neat Machine. And neat and tidy, we clear up the arena floor after we've created some rubbish. Oh, more rubbish being caused there by Drillzilla. He's pulled the pit release button off the wall. But though the pit has descended, it's going to go to the judges. We need a decision from our eminent trio on style, control, damage and aggression.
Well, it's tense in here. The judges have made the decision, looking at style, control, damage and aggression, and definitely on aggression. They've gone for Drillzilla! Guys, what's happening?
I think we're a bit gutted with that one, and we did all the work with the other 2.
The Americans have won Heat 1 and Heat 2.
It's terrible.
These are rookies at this. You're experienced roboteers.
Well, at least we didn't drive into a pit.
I tell you what, that's a strong robot though, isn't it?
Very strong, yeah.
Very strong. Yeah.